Hi, thanks for joining us. My name is Mark Forster. I'm from Comscare, part of the Ingram Micro Group. So we've got Wayne Sutcliffe with us, who went to VMworld as part of VMware. We've got Amar Jandu, who went to Microsoft Ignite. And we've got Dan Maynard, who was at the Cisco Partner Summit over in Vegas. Coming back to a curiosity from my sort of point of view, so like Dan says, it's quite a select number of partners out there which are gold, and each year at the Cisco Summit, all of the worldwide gold partners and master partners are invited to a lunch where Chuck Robbins is there and things like that for an open Q&A. It's really, really good session. And one of the questions, Chuck got a lot of questions around the global climate at the minute, in terms of, obviously, without trying to say the Brexit word, Brexit came up, I mean, lots of different regions with financial conflicts or actual conflicts. Did the global profile come up much in the summits and events that you guys were on?
So yeah, I guess from a data protection perspective, especially now that you've brought up Brexit, Microsoft really
blame me for it. Now you brought up Brexit. Cheers for that, Matt.
But given that there are a lot of regulations coming into play with data protection, I'm referencing back to what you touched upon earlier about the security aspect of it. Microsoft really built that as a foundation for their technology. So if you want to house your data somewhere where you have specific compliance obligations or regulatory obligations, you have the freedom to be able to do put your data where you have to have it, and there's a whole bunch of you can even use an on-premises cloud solution like Azure Stack if you want to ring fence your most vulnerable data or workloads. You can ring fence it within your own on-premises environment. That was definitely one of the key areas of focus. So
the Microsoft position is almost, whatever your concern is around the global climate, we've got a solution for you. We
can help work with our partners and come up with a solution for our customers based on their regulatory. It always comes back to a lot of it comes back to regulation. So not that they blanket come out and say we have a solution for everything, but they're willing to work with their architecture is flexible enough that they can have partners come in and work with customers to build a solution that meets their requirements.
That's like customer experience and success. What about VMworld?
So VMworld, again, I suppose the messaging in that area was around they're the gateway to a hybrid IT multi-cloud environment to manage your application base. So from that, it's basically wherever you want your data, whoever you want your data with, and your infrastructure with, we're there to be that gateway and help you with. So, and then they underpin that with, again, the endpoint cloud native security with the acquisition of Carbon Black. So I think that's where their global messaging comes
leading into security again.
Yeah, and I mentioned earlier about this new technology called Azure Arc. Now that definitely similar to what you're saying there. Microsoft are coming to they've developed this Azure Arc, which is something that again with the single pane of glass security area, it integrates with they're willing to work with everybody, even AWS, to be able to have this single pane of glass through Azure Arc to allow you to view all your security, manage all your infrastructure, and deploy Microsoft Cloud services on any environment potentially. So that's definitely a big focus there.
I mean, where you have your data has never been, well, it's always been important, but it's never been more important, especially while the world is the way that it is at the minute. What's Cisco?
Similar again. Come to me last always, and I'm like, same as,
I'll come to you first next one, my friend, in terms of...
Yeah, I mean, it's, one of the key another of the key messages from Cisco was around, I guess, the SD-WAN side of things, from either a Meraki perspective or from a Viptela perspective, in terms of everything, as the name implies, everything being a little bit more software defined. Whether it be globally dispersed or whether it be regionally dispersed infrastructure, different sites, etc. So again, it's that single pane of glass in terms of the Meraki offer, the Viptela offer, Intersight from a data center perspective. You know, it's the commonality of the approaches from the vendors is absolutely there, and you know, obviously underpinned by the security piece, a number of acquisitions that Cisco have made over the past few years, on OpenDNS as it was, now Umbrella, etc. Absolutely, it's the same theme, and it's the same I guess methodology that Cisco want to employ in terms of again with Microsoft Azure. If the you know the data center is somewhere else, they've got, and I say somewhere else, whether it's another country, whether it's another region, whether it's the US, etc. They've got the ability, and they've got the infrastructure and the security to back up that globally dispersed, either by site or by data center, I guess. I think all countries or all regions still struggle a little bit with the capability of being able to almost a head office in the UK and supply kit to Singapore, to Australia, to the US. That's an ongoing challenge, I think for all regions. Cisco have got programs in place, and you know, from an England perspective, we've got a great global offer that we can work in terms of how we can facilitate the export of kit and the procurement of kit in the local regions, etc. So, you know, the world is getting a smaller place, as I believe the cliched response should be sometimes.
Always count on you for a cliche, Dan.
Exactly.